Fresno, and I was raised by my maternal grandparents who immigrated here from Mexico. My mother passed away shortly after I was born, so I was raised with them in a very large Mexicano family. I had multiple aunts and uncles and cousins, and we would migrate up north to the crops every summer and fall as a unit. Lived in labor camps together, and then we would come back to Fresno to go to school for those of us who were in school. My educational trajectory was a little different than most, and so it was always challenging to keep up, but fortunately I was able to do well. I was able to be one of the first group of Latino students who were admitted into Stanford University as an undergrad. It was not just a blessing and a great opportunity and privilege, but it was also a responsibility because we were one of the first classes where there were more than one or two Latinos that were admitted. So early on in my college education, at least, I recognized how important it was as a Latina. At those days, we called ourselves Chicanos. So as a Chicana, that it wasn't just about me, but it was about who I represented, which was our community, and it was about what I needed to do to be able to make it easier for others to come behind me. I was very fortunate to then get into medical school. I went to UC Davis School of Medicine. It was challenging. It was at a time when there was a lot of backlash on admissions to medical school based on race. And there were a lot of allegations that we were not as qualified as other candidates who were not students of color, which was not the case. And it was just a very difficult time to be in medical school. But I was very blessed to have I was married by that point, and my husband was very supportive, but I also had a small group of Latino and African American and Filipino friends and Native Americans. There was a group of us, they called us the task force. There were 16 of us who were admitted the same year. And we bonded and gave each other the support that we needed to get through medical school. As we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, the things that I think stand out to me are the value of familia, family, in the Latino community. I believe that one of the reasons I went into the field of medicine and why I chose family medicine in particular was because I truly value family and I value the care of family. I'm so excited and honored that I'm able to work with young people who continue to face challenges similar to what I faced. Young people whose families are fearful of letting them go to college, fearful of letting them leave home, fearful of the system not being supportive for them, fearful of the economic burden that going to college might bring to not just the student, but to the family, all of those things. And having the opportunity to talk to these parents and reassure them that their child is on the right track and that si se puede, it can be done. I think how I celebrate my heritage is within my medical practice. I have the privilege of taking care of a number of Mexicano families. And I particularly get joy out of taking care of my elder patients who express their gratitude with a hug. Gracias, doctora. Un burrito, they'll bring food. There's nothing that can take the place of that kind of gratitude that is culturally based. It's bound to who I am. I guess as I reflect, as I get older, really the gratitude of being a part of this amazing culture is the people themselves and our community, our family.